This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there.
The weirdest operation of all, which still persists today in little pockets of the internet, was Operation LOL. Candace has dreams. Why did she talk about her dreams? How dare she discuss her dreams? Only weird people have dreams. And then
No. Everybody probably has dreams. I'm pretty sure if we polled the 785 people that are in the best live chat, y'all probably have dreams. The problem is we don't use our dreams to guide and direct our lives. Therein is the rub. I'm sure everybody's had a dream. You're like, oh, wow. And you see something happens close to that in real life. You're like, wow, that's kind of wild. Or something happens in life and then you go to bed at night and you dream about it. I mean, the same thing can happen. But most logical people don't try to govern and rule their lives based upon, I had too much pizza last night, or I might have had a little bit too much communion wine. Nobody does that except you, dingbat. That's the problem, Candace. And she's upset. So she's going down this list, and I'm just picking this up. She's going down this list of things that she doesn't like. I'm sorry. She's trying to couch them as people are making fun, but you can tell they bother her. They bother her. It bothered her that people didn't buy in to the Mitch story. It bothers her that people didn't buy into the Egyptian plane. It bothers her that people are still mocking her about the dreams and visions that she has in the night. It bothers her about that. And so I guess we know where we're going to go next.
Tell others about them. Ugh, dreams are ridiculous. They shouldn't be listened to. So the question becomes, who exactly is making these terrible PR decisions? Like, who thinks, yeah, what we need to do today is we have to attack the dream. Just go at it and do not let up on the dream. I think I know the answer. I think it's someone who feels personally victimized by the dream. Show of hands, who feels personally victimized by Candace Owens' dreams? And to be honest, it's sort of hilarious that I didn't put two and two together sooner than today. So let's go backward, okay? In the immediate 3 weeks following Charlie's assassination, I was obviously in a haze. I'll be honest, I think I told you this before, but I was not sleeping, I was not eating, and I was having incredibly vivid dreams. I began dreaming like I hadn't dreamed since I was a child because it was every night. And to be honest, it was overwhelming. I didn't like it. I felt...
You know why? Because you're feeding your mind a bunch of shenanigans. How many of you all, just in the chat, y'all can be honest, just be honest. How many of you all have found a TV show or a series on Netflix or one of the streaming services that you just became enamored with? Have you ever found one of those? Just put a little hand emoji in the chat. You're safe here. It's just among friends. And you might, let's just say you might have binge watched it. Okay. You might have watched a little. Okay, Jason, I watched 25 episodes back to back. Okay. I got you. All right. There's a lot of hand emojis showing up in the chat. Absolutely. And here, let me tell you about myself. When we first learned about Law and Order, your boy used to watch Law and Order like crazy. When me and my wife first got married, it was just me and her in this little condo townhouse that I bought. Let me tell you something. We was watching Law and Order all the time. And there's a network called USA Network. They would have marathons all the time, multiple days worth of Law and Order. And we would watch it all the time. So would it be odd if when we literally came home, we turned it on? When we went to bed, it was the last thing we saw. Would it be odd for me to have a dream thinking I'm a New York police officer or a detective solving a case? Well, no, because dude, you was feeding your brain that stuff upon time. And then when they had Law and Order Criminal Intent and Law and Order SVU and Law and Order Trial by Jury, I was like, it was going crazy. So would that be odd? Well, no. Candace, all you do is feed your mind this kind of stuff, good or bad. I'm not trying to argue whether or not Law and Order is good or bad, but you feed your brain on this stuff. And then when you go to bed, you're surprised that your brain is like trying to detox and trying to unpack all this stuff that you put in. Come on now. Come on. Let's go.
Charlie was haunting me. He stressed me out. I expressed that to my husband in many tears. He told me that I should consult a priest, which I did. And we spoke about souls in purgatory. Anyway, today I feel that it is time to tell you the entirety of the repeat dream that I was having in those early weeks.
I know exactly where she's
It was
going.
actually,
I know exactly where she's going. I'm sorry. Okay. I know exactly where she's going. I know exactly where this woman going. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know exactly where she's going. Okay. Y'all, please, if I pass out of here laughing, please call my wife and tell her I love her. Please call Lady Dear World Christian and say Jason just died in the studio laughing. But he loves you, girl. He loved you. Oh my gosh. I know exactly where she's going.
A replay of an actual lunch that Charlie and I did have in the past. Back in 2018, Charlie and I went to Israel together. And in the dream, we were sitting in the exact same restaurant on a patio, and Charlie began the conversation saying something that he actually said, a real memory from that trip. Charlie was sitting on the patio and he was eating hummus. He's like, this is the best hummus I've ever tasted in my life. A dramatic oversell. I always feel there are certain places that people hype so much that when you go there, you feel like you have to pretend it's the best thing you've ever experienced. Otherwise, you sort of let yourself down. It's like, hey, this is the best ever. And truly, I didn't love Israel. I didn't love it even when I was a Zionist because it felt dangerous. You could sense the Muslims hated the Jews. It felt like we were on a tour. People were sneering at us. I just didn't love Israel. I've expressed that many times in the past. But Charlie was getting into the character. It was the greatest thing he had ever eaten. Anyways, the setting of this particular dream, however, had one dramatic difference. We were not there for the opening.
People are asking, why is it always 2018? I'm going to tell you why I think it's always 2018 is because he was not married to Erica Kirk yet. I really believe Erica told Charlie something was wrong with that woman and we need to cut ties with her. I think that's why Candace has so much vitriol for Erica, because Erica told her husband, yeah, I know she's your friend, but you need to cut ties with her. I do believe that's what happened. That's it. That's why she doesn't have connection with Erica. And I said it before, like all my brothers that I mentioned, all my Morehouse brethren that you hear me talk about, if they're married, my wife knows them and their wives. A lot of them that she hangs out with them. So it's not odd for her to say, oh, I'm going out to dinner with this person. Like, oh, okay, well, let me call her husband. We can go hang out too, because she's hanging out with him. But the reason I really believe that's why she's always bringing up 2018 or something older, because I think Charlie really cut those ties with her. Now, I'm not saying that he never texted her, but she's never shown you anything from 2020. So let her show, like y'all put the onus on her to show you proof that I'm wrong. There you go. But I think that's what happened. That's why I think she doesn't mention him. I'm sorry. She always mentions 2018 because that was probably the last time they were really running thick as thieves. That was before he got married. My thoughts.
Of the embassy. And this difference, by the way, I don't really understand yet. I'm just sharing it with you. Instead, we were there in this dream setting for Bibi Netanyahu's wife's funeral. Again, that makes entirely no sense. I'd never met his wife. I'd never spoken about his wife. I know nothing about his wife. So that's just the context of it. I don't make the rules of dream world. And obviously, as we were sitting there, it didn't strike me as weird, because when you're in your dream state, everything that happens for some reason feels like, oh yeah, this is totally normal. Anyway, Charlie said to me, I don't have much time. He followed that up explaining to me that I needed to see what happened on his left. And he told me explicitly, they betrayed me, multiple people. And I said, I know, but who? Then came the frustrating part of the dream. Every time I would say, who? You know when you're in a dream, and you go, who? Or you try to speak in the dream, and then suddenly you're actually speaking in real life, and you start to wake yourself up from the dream by accident. That's what kept happening. And whenever I would try to listen to what he was saying, it sounded like he was underwater, so I was frustrated by this. I can't get to the part.
This is a whole grown adult female telling you this story and really wants you to believe and hinge this entire story on a dream that she got. Y'all, come on. Y'all, y'all gotta be playing. Are y'all joking with me?
Trying to tell me who betrayed you. It wasn't until the 3rd week after his death that finally one face came through in this dream. It came through as clear as day from around the corner of the restaurant. And it was Andrew Kovacs. I knew it. I told you. I knew. I have to imagine in the immediate
This woman wants TPUSA to respond. I believe Andrew Colvett heard your boy when he said, Andrew, stop communicating with that chick. Stop it. So now she's got a new revelation that she's never mentioned before. So she's gone better than 4 months. Maybe not 4 months, 3.5 months. And now all of a sudden, we got this dream sequence in the multiverse of madness where Andrew Colvett betrayed Charlie Kirk. Okay. All right. That makes perfect sense. No problem.
Math of this. I was not thinking Turning Point USA. Where we're at today is almost like unimaginable going back there. In fact, I was very friendly with Andrew Colvett. We had spoken extensively in the aftermath of Charlie's death. I've known him for years, and I felt really weird about having seen him in the stream, but it was so vivid and it was so compelling that I felt that as weird and as odd as it was, that I had to text him and tell him what I saw. And this is the text just sharing with you so you guys know if this all really happened. I said, I rarely have vivid dreams, but I had one clear as day this weekend. Charlie came to me and he sat down. He told me that he did not have much time, that I needed to know that he was in fact betrayed, and that they are hiding what happened to my left. I believe his soul is in purgatory, and I believe that you know much more than you've said publicly or privately. And Andrew Colvett never answered. Last time Andrew Colvett and I spoke. Now, of course, fast forward today, and we learn that it's...
Baby, that sounds like somebody's insane. That sounds like you got somebody wrong text message. That's like the new phone, who this type of response. Like, why would I respond to that? Like, under what would be the proper response if somebody texts you something crazy like that? I'm sorry, you got the wrong phone number. This is a new phone. Who's this? I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.